Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This means, in the name of God, most benevolent and merciful, and may peace be upon you all. To all the ENO children from all over the world who came here, and to all the ladies and gentlemen who took the trouble, and the ENO coordinators, and most important, Mr. Mika van Henen, the founder of ENO. Terve. My name is Jean, and I am proud to be ENO Mother of Malaysia. Thank you, Mika, for your foresight in starting this Environment Online program and encouraging mothers to be part of this incredible network. Mothers do play an important role in upbringing and handling children, and what better way to bring our children and mothers together to help save Mother Earth. I'd like to share with you a little bit about our country and some of the work that we have done to help preserve our environment. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Malaysia is about the same size as Finland, and since our independence 54 years ago, we have made tremendous progress both physically and economically, and we are well on our way to achieving a developed nation status. Malaysia is also considered one of the world's 12 mega-diverse countries, as we are blessed with rainforest that is rich in animal, plant and tree species. The trees in our tropical rainforests are so densely packed that studies have shown that rain falling on its canopy can take up to 10 minutes to reach the ground. And the world's rainforest covers less than 2% of the Earth's total surface area. And yet, they are home to 50% of the Earth's plants, trees, and animals. Fossil records show that the forests of Southeast Asia have existed in more or less their present form for 70 to 100 million years, making our pristine rainforest an ecosystem the oldest on Earth. Rainforest also acts as the world's thermostat by regulating temperatures and weather patterns. Rainforests are critical in maintaining the Earth's limited supply of drinking and fresh water. In 1950s, just a little over 60 years ago, about 15% of the Earth's land surface was covered with rainforests. Today, more than half of the world's tropical rainforests have fallen victims to fire and chainsaws, and the rate of destruction is still accelerating. This happens even in Malaysia, while our country still has 56.4% tree cover. It is undeniable that our biodiversity has been taken for granted for the sake of development. But because of this, Malaysia initiated the Heart of Borneo project, which is an ASEAN means Association of Southeast Asian Nations, and it's sanctioned by ASEAN, to protect and conserve our rainforests, a trans-boundary agreement jointly negotiated between Indonesia, Malaysia, and Brunei. The Heart of Borneo is 220,000 square kilometers, one-third the size of the entire Borneo. And therefore, the Heart of Borneo is actually about the same size as the United Kingdom. The Heart of Borneo is one of the most biodiverse places on Earth, with 52 new species of flora and fauna discovered over the past 5 years. And the area is still largely unexplored. Our fifth Prime Minister, Tun Abdullah, my dear husband, once said, in recognizing the intrinsic value of each and every species, it becomes our duty and our responsibility to protect each and every form of life with all our collective might. In fact, in all the holy books, including the Holy Quran, mentions that God the Almighty created the earth complete, and then He created human beings. We are the guardians of the earth, and we have been entrusted to save and manage it well for perpetuity, because the earth is our most basic and important heritage. Coordinators and teachers, the children of today have such busy schedules with all sorts of activities, a long list of subjects they have to study hard for. Mathematics, geography, history, science are just some of the lessons and knowledge we are equipping our children with today so they can have a successful tomorrow. But we must also remember that learning about the environment and how to care for it is a lesson we should never neglect. A writer named David Polis once said, "Must we teach our children with books? Let them look at the stars and the mountains above. Let them look at the waters and the trees and the flowers on earth. Then they will begin to think, and think is the beginning of a real education." Talking about education, there's so many girls and boys I see around here today, and I want to tell you that there's so many professions that we can do and work with in the forest, with the environment. And we need tree doctors, we need marine doctors, we need scientists, because there's so much medicine in the trees, and if we speak to doctors, we'll find out that almost every medicine comes from a plant. So we need you to look in this direction. But today, we get to share with one another and talk about the right steps in educating our children on reforestation and environment conservation. And to start with, we should begin our lesson with the seed. A seed is alive and are like babies that need to be taken care of and nurtured so that they can go on to live longer and stronger than us. And each tree has a purpose on this planet: to protect, to provide shelter, food, medicine, create home to the animals and plants, and the list goes on. Malaysia first started being active in the ENO programs back in 2008. And today, we have 600 ENO schools participating in all ENO programs. Back home, we also have a program called Hutan Kita, or Our Forests. Here what we do is we go to urban degraded areas and we get families and the communities to come out together and plant trees in clusters. And they get to put their names on the trees that have been planted. We encourage parents to plant a tree for their child, or families to plant trees in memory of their ancestors, thus creating a real live family tree or garden that can be visited for generations to come. We also run the Hutan Kita program in schools, and we get our school children to plant rainforest trees and in their school compound, so that they can get to see the birds and the squirrels and the bees visiting their schools. In May this year, ENO Malaysia schools and other similar NGOs took part in the worldwide ENO Tree Planting Day. And in March this year, ENO Malaysia was proud to host the first Asia ENO conference at our nature park in Kuala Selangor. Here, students and teachers gather from all over Asia to participate, share, and exchange their experiences in tree planting, water monitoring, and the climate change. We planted a total of 600 mangrove trees and rainforest trees in conjunction with this program. We have with us today 11 school children representing Malaysia, and these children have worked very hard and come a long way to share with you the work that they have put together for the Act Now conference. I was told that next year, the second Asia ENO conference will be held in Taiwan, and we hope to be able to bring more students to participate. Parents and teachers, let us teach our children to plant more trees, because without trees, life as we know, it will change forever. The air will get hotter, it will rain less, and the oxygen we need to live and breathe will eventually disappear altogether. And once we lose our trees and our precious biodiversity, we will never get it back. So let us work together with our children to conserve our planet and green our earth so we can live, so that we can leave our future generation with the most important legacy we can ever give them. Only the power of love and not the love for power that can make this world a better place to live in. Let us all start to care, share, and love each other. Kitos, thank you very much. And ladies and gentlemen and children, the forest is for us. So let's work together.